Hey everybody, we're back with Fallout 76, and time for another weapon test. And if you notice, I'm changing the name of this series from Patch 22 Weapon Test to One Wasteland Weapon Test. And all previous ones that happen post Patch 22 will have their name changed as well. I'm doing that because, it's not going to be Patch 22 forever. But it will be One Wasteland forever. So, yeah, Instigating Glow-Sighted Gauss Pistol with 90% reduced weight and 33% VATS hit chance. A fairly decent Gauss pistol. I wouldn't say amazing, however, I wouldn't say terrible. See, Instigating is now probably one of the best, probably the best prefix in the game. Simply because it does not work multiplicative, or it does not work additively, it works not really multiplicatively as well. It just straight up doubles your damage. See, before patch 22, Instigating was kind of a medium-ish effect, because like, oh, double damage, but you could get more than that with different buffs. So the double damage now is actually really good. So yeah, a Gauss pistol, which is a slow-firing single-shot weapon, basically single shot. I mean, yeah, you can spam it, but you really have to charge the Gauss pistol to get any real damage out of it. Instigating's really good. Now, the Gauss pistol itself is actually a very decent weapon. I wouldn't actually say it's amazing. However, it's very strange, I think, the balance on it. Because I don't... On my pistol build, this is a weird pistol build I made a while ago. But on my pistol build here, I don't use it to fight regular mobs. I find this much better when you're fighting just things with, like, lots and lots of health. Like, I'll use a revolver still most of the time. Like my anti-armor single action, or my anti-armor Western revolver, or my quad Western revolver. I still think those are better for like most enemies in the game. And then whenever something has lots of health, you can pull this out because pistols weigh very little. So yeah, my pistol build is very weird. It is a power armor pistol build because when most people do pistol builds, they do it stealth. So I was like, all right, but revolvers don't have silencers, so why would you try to make something that can't be suppressed stealth? So I just went with, okay, what's the opposite? Well, I could try to tank stuff and sit there with a pistol, and I figure that kind of works a bit. What are we doing? Like 200 health? Oh, 700 on the critical there. Instigating critical on a gulper. The only problem with this thing is it is really slow. This is a very slow weapon to use. If you're wondering why I don't have the drum mag, I don't think the drum mag is worth it. It's not that much more ammo for the, Oh, we got both of them with that blast. Alright. The drum mag, it doesn't add enough ammo for me to go, yeah, I need that. Like, for the gold. Because it's gold. You have to buy everything with this pistol, you need gold to get it. And I just didn't feel the drum magazine was worth it. If they had, like, a perforating magazine or something, it'd be great. But, oh yeah, I forgot. Gauss pistol is glitched right now, where your first shot will always miss. Even if it's a critical, it will always miss. All charged weapons will do that. So the bow will do that, the Gauss pistol will do that, I think the Gauss shotgun will do that, the crossbow will do that, the charging barrel for the Tesla rifle will do that. Like, I know it's like... That gulper gonna take damage? Why was that gulper not taking damage? You saw that, right? It was like... the numbers came up that it was hitting, but the gulper wasn't taking damage. Weird. And I know, like, spamming criticals in power armor is awful because it just drains your fusion cores. But, it's easy to get fusion cores. I mean, You want fusion cores? If you want to get a lot of fusion cores, just take 2 power plants at the same time. You get tons. That's all I do. It's like, oh, well, people are going to attack me. It's like, this whole year, I have taken a workshop maybe 4 or 5 times a week. I have had one person come kill me. One person. And it was me and my friend, and we were just sitting there. We were AFK, and a guy came and killed us. You know? Tesla rifle stealth boy, that works. I'm like, oh, well, that guy's annoying. Oh, we just switched server and took the power plants again. Like, there's no reason, if you need fusion core, there's no reason not to take the power plants, at least on Xbox. I know PC is a lot more focused on PvP than the consoles are. But yeah, let's go test out this Instigating Gauss pistol on the Hermit Crab. And then we'll do the, Alright, here's the Hermit Crab. Now, I want to actually wake him up first, because the first shot usually hits the shell, and the shell has extremely high damage resistance to where, it's kind of pointless to shoot the shell. So let's wake him up first. Hello? There you are. Four shots that with a critical, and this is a crit spamming sort of build. Not bad. That was extremely. What was that? Under a minute to kill a hermit crab. Glowing? No, alpha hermit crab. Ooh, it's weird. Thought it would be glowing. If you do fight glowing enemies, a great perk to really help your pistol build. Glow sight. 50% more damage to glowing enemies. That's basically a junkies. It's basically a junkies prefix on your weapon, or berserkers, or nocturnals. So yeah, not a terrible perk to take. Glow sight, especially for pistol builds. So yeah, now let's go fight the super mutants. All right, here we are at Huntersville. I have to say, if you didn't know, there's a new pistol coming to the game too. After we just got the Gauss pistol, it's called the Chimera pistol. You should look it up. It's really, really cool pistol they're adding to the game. It kind of looks like the, the 12.7 pistol from New Vegas, but different. It loads differently. It's the same basic style of pistol like that, but it's really cool. You can, switch it between different ammo types. I don't just mean, between 10mm and 38, some revolvers, but you can switch it from I think 10mm 5 to 5.56 to fusion cells and cryo cells. And the cryo cell interests me a lot because cryo has been getting more and more play these days. Because before we just had the cryolator, but then we got the cryo arrows for the bow and arrow, in the crossbow, then we got the cryo blade for the warglaive, and yeah, it's cryo is becoming its own thing, sort of. You can almost make a cryo build. I kind of want to do that. Make a build entirely based on cryo. We just need cryo power armor, or at least some type of armor that went with cryo stuff. Oh, almost enough to one-shot a super mutant. Well, that was enough to kill the super mutant and the hound. Those explosive perks, I thought they were just going to be bloody mess, but no, they're really useful, especially on a pistol build. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. See, what is that? It came up that just did 600 damage. Why is it doing that where it's not saying any damage? So weird. Why is it saying that it's doing 600 some damage, but yet the health bars don't go down? Ah. Whoa. Why? Okay, mutant hound. Why did he just do like half my health and damage? Game's acting funny. Anybody? Huh. Game's acting real funny. My shot's not doing any damage. Enemy's doing way too much damage. There's no reason Mutant Hound Shield did anywhere near that amount of damage to me. That was, like, I swear my health bar was on half, right? And it just chunked my health. Okay, that was a hit game. Get some good high damage criticals with this thing. I think there was a sandbag, it just exploded. Okay, that 33% VATS hit chance is not doing anything. I should just go for torso shots. That just one hit him? This pistol's really good. Like, it's not the be-all end-all of pistols. Like, I still think you can do fine with a revolver. Two shot and a super mutant. In the chest. Yeah. Gauss pistol. It's good if you don't mind having to charge it up. I know a lot of people don't rate the charge Gauss weapons, like the Gauss rifle. A lot of people don't like because they want DPS, and Gauss charging is not great. Does a lot of damage. Is it better than a revolver? I would say it's almost overkill. Like, alright, so here's how I rate it. Versus high damage enemies, you want to use this thing. Or high health enemies, you want to use this. However, you're kind of wasting ammo if you're fighting medium to low health enemies, right? Because a revolver, like this anti-armor, like an anti-armor revolver doing headshots, like the same as this, is going to perform kind of equally against the same enemies, right? So, like, if an enemy has 400 health, let's say an enemy has 400 health, and you have a gun that does 500 damage and a gun that does, like, 2,000 damage, right? And you both shoot the same enemy that has 400 health, then you're basically wasting that 2,000 damage thing, compared to, like, you would bring a Gauss pistol to something that has a lot more health, if that makes sense. For general use, I still think the revolver is better. Especially if you have a quad revolver. If you have a quad, either 10% damage when aiming, or quad crit damage one, or quad rate of fire, I think that's probably better for just general mob use. But if you're fighting, like, big things, like anything Gulper above, like Gulpers, Super Mutant Behemoths, Yaogwai in a way, but not really, Sheep Squatches, yeah, and any of the boss monsters, then this is better. But, like, if you're fighting Blood Eagles, Ghouls, even Super Mutants to an extent, regular Super Mutants, I would still say use a revolver. Or the 10mm pistol. 10mm pistol is pretty good at that as well, if you don't mind using more ammo. But yeah, that's about it. I quite like the Gauss pistol. I think it's a cool addition. I love how you hold pistols with one hand in power armor. I think with the Gauss pistol it looks really cool. So yeah,